to Edgar Eric Alva. Let's take a close over to the last stage for the continuity
of the program.
December 7 na mikatam ya kodagane yo. Ye dagane ya. Na mikatam ya kodom ya wo mana na me. Aso ne ko plomba na nyaba na dakona John Dramani Mahama December 7 na. Baga de na maka ha. Amaka. John Dramani Mahama ayezu Adam Agbana ayeza ne yako 24-hour economy maglona bi ba 24-hour economy agonyanka 133 economy nyawezo nyoba doga nyado tomya senya gaye kali bona manyaba myamokata la fia gojia December 7 na myakota gana NDC gaka anye doda sina myadomoto de shade ba na greno novio atigre ni toba no dakona maka John Dramani Mahama bla Adam Agbana amokata amufogana MPP to wadakona NDC amido bola jimapo akpenami nyoba dogalo akpen
ayezu azo mi ayo mi apa PC America gbanre MP zugana mi alaba fi o gere to ma amayo kata hada PC ta hada NGC ta wotro jimala people klo to no gagare to ma klo adam ko de to ma adam agbana wezo
alazu zazu akpa egba na manfoga fun ala ba manya nkeke o mi afofo pa nkeke akama jiba mi akpere ntinya mi aji hadaka boji dudu ada yeswe da siete mi aduji go do mi aduji godo godo biadoji godo pojidu duada biadoji godo. His Excellency the incoming President of the Republic of Ghana, the nation builder, the man who will come and construct the Ehi to Georgia Road, the man who will come and establish a Gary processing factory in Ehi, the man who will come and introduce Ashichaga, Benyongwo Kata Miakpoga Chashie. His Excellency, you are welcome to Ehi in the Veta traditional area in our beloved constituency, Ketu North. His Excellency, we have thousands of people gathered here. Many of them are women. Nyongwo Sugwadafia, Chotami Yanka Konejo Lejiaji, Yemaganya Tukpolawa, Yamagadeo Lafia Monk Pokobuemi, Egbanemi Idashima, Kalami Omeva, City Aton 5 cities, Yemi Plame, Nyanda Dayoka Ekonagba, Eyinada. Ekocho na dia wo fu dam na mi alegbegbe na ne kemagaji imo kaka gbade mejibe ma dejipo now but John Dramani Mahama gagbona never mi apa kuke okata ena na woga chung mi apa moya nkanyanwi kala jijina mi akata egblone nam haya ononyi da fia tro ya haga gble namba never Yavuo gbanaba priority. Miapa moya enyengu gbanto nke idedege budget me 2025. Ehimo de John Mahama Doga. Alazu. Namaba ehimo na ba John Mahama Doga. Ehimo. Vetamo. Ehimo. Vetamo. Ehimo. Akpega dene mi ba. Miakata mi koreji ba. Miafofo John Dramani Mahama. Yeva vaga adomo. Haya ina soheo. Bade kukunami. Akwe adaga miala. Mia osoheo. Mia bu mia pe dokpokpo. Edo gbonaza. 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy ade. Ena nagaba do na boza. Mia me over your either security services o. Magbone na mi. Mon pokpone no shiwo. Bene mia fofo John Dramani Mahama va. Mi mon poga alegbegbe. Nyongwo ashichaga gbona. Na baba John Mahama gbona na gbobenka. John Mahama gbona. John Mahama gbona. National Women's Bank yankenye ashichagade. Eva vage na mi akpogo meleme. Ketu North mi vonto. Elabe na John Dramani Mahama trogbode. Mi apa MP. Mi nyaba kakareji le mi asiba dope toki ade kpoge. Ihanaga odole Ketu North. Ye. Enyame nke hohogere tepa. Kakareji liba. Miaha mi tepa toki ade kpoge. Miaho odone Ketu North. Miafo kata no ho bibliama. John Adanuzeu. Tanko. Proko. Don Shakas. Don Agbanyo. Pela Leonard Nyakpo. Okata position le osi le NDC amafia. Tanemi vade. Okata otefeto ke adekpoga. Na miawodo. Na Ketu North pechichido. Agenda 85% emiglo. Gakare ya onyaba. John Mahama va ehie gbako. Etrozu agenda 95%. Elezu. His Excellency, the people of Ehi are assuring you that your mere presence in Ehi signifies victory. In 2008, as running mate, you came here. And they believe that our victory in 2008 started from here. That is why we are assuring you that as you are engaging us today in the community of Ehi, victory is coming. It will be the biggest victory the NDC has ever recorded. Thank you so much for coming. Before I take my seat, His Excellency, in February when you came here, you converted the former organizer of the MPP of 12 years and he became an NDC member. He is more or less like Jesus Christ. Many disciples have followed. Since February, we can assure you that we have had more than 500 people defecting from the MPP to join the NDC. Many more are coming. Just this morning, one of their leading communicators in the constituency, by name Justice Afote, all of you know him. He came to me and he said he wants to follow John Dramani Mahama and Edem Agbana. He is also coming to join us. We are promising you that by December 7th, we will collapse MPP in Ketu North. Me MPP Agbaga, me Gbaga, John Mahama, 95%. Akpe. Fifia, miayo, miafofo, ame tunadua, ame tuna nyatepa, medana lakpao. Enyasia nyanke ogbola, ewo nadeji, miafofo made, nyanya, ehom abefia ene, olena benam, ite kakarejine no shioba ngonyo nyoga na Ketu North. Elezu, I introduce the incoming president. Okay, before we introduce the president, Promise Agbazuke, a leading member of the MPP in the constituency, is also here with about 20 people who have just defected from the MPP. So believe me when I tell you, Promise, yes, all of them, many of them are polling station executives. Believe me when I tell you that we will collapse MPP in Ketu North. Me MPP Agbaga, me Gbaga, Migbanga, Migbe Olo, Aromigbea, Aromigbea, Migbea, Elazu, Akpe, Oga Sinam Nyafofo, John Dramani Mahama, MPP to Police Station Executives, Okata Otro Ovagare NDC Ame, Enwonyo Nyogala Ketu North la, Kakara June no Siwo, Akpe, Ame Okata Dodomle, MPP ma Akpenemi, Nyapa Gbo le Fufu, Bemiaga Homi, Akpe na MPP to Okata Ika Dodom, Miva Kremiang, Nemia Agba MPP a, Mako Mofuane, Promise Agba Suga, no Dogba Nemi, Minute Sira.
Chobe. Madaguku nukwenya Promise Agba Suga. Mfola shinya funga ka gba magro piara ko. Eji ni mezon ya ozoma, mi gano nya osan kuda atigni party nchi. Anya me atora fia ama imanya. Honorable Bernard Akpabli, Honorable Agbelia, ikwe ate afun chonchinya. Anya kwa play ho bayi. Malaba valiani. Tanya mangu poga fun egba myomye la fia. Miebe gada duko aglan. Ama ke bona heganami. Dukula ho ike mi gbogbo npa bo ga trogbo. Ye gbona ba heganami. Ye mangu poga fun. Maji o mana mi anya ba. Miawo metro. Ye dotwe metro nyanya de ka. Angonya webron la pipa plapang toma o baba sam kaka mi program la pinya ba modo ta plachina nya pa mo mafia bubuto alaba anya jilaba fiare nam ye agba man fu mafia ha abaye man lo banya matro kaka anyi aba matro alaba ma gbagbogbo ji ba gbagbogbo na gare nje wa propo nya mato doma akona mi
akpa fifia ehi Vata, Dekpo, Devago, Tajawu Ezuokata, La Fiare, Mikparenchinya, Plali Dodo, Plajojo, Jijokpopo, Namiaho, Miafa, incoming President, John Dramani Mahama.
The victory of Mahama.
Thank you very much. On an occasion like this, we remember our fallen comrades. And so when I come to Ketu North, my memory and my sadness is evoked when I remember our comrade Modestus, Ambassador Modestus Ahiable. Let's observe a minute silence for him. May his soul rest in perfect peace, and the soul of the faithful departed, including our uncle, our father, Professor Nyidevu Kofi Awono, rest in perfect peace. Amen. Thank you very much. You know, in politics, one of the things you need to know is that we are all actors. We come on the stage, we play our part, and when we finish, like Shakespeare said, we leave and other actors come and take our place. Now, not every actor knows that the time has come for him to leave. And so there's one person I respect here very much, and that is the Member of Parliament for Ketu North, the Honorable Aveji, who voluntarily said, it is time to pass the baton to the next generation. And so he's passed the baton on to a young, enterprising, sharp, intellectual, hardworking Edem Agbana to continue the race from where he has left off. And so I wish to salute my comrade and friend, Honorable Aveji, for his maturity and his high political sense of responsibility, and also to commend my younger brother Edem Agbana for stepping in his shoes. He has a lot of work to do to be able to fill those shoes, because Honorable Aveji is an experienced parliamentarian. He was chairman of our finance committee, and he was also our minority leader, deputy minority leader for many years, and chairman of the public accounts committee of parliament. And so thank you very much, Honorable Aveji, and welcome Edem Agbana. I wish to comment on the new people who have joined us. Prosper and what's his name? Agbeli. And to say that there is room in NDC to accommodate as many people as possible. So when our brothers who were lost see the light and they decide to come back, let us not drive them away. Let us welcome them with open hands. You remember the story of the prodigal son, when he told his father, give me my share of the property. I want to go to the city and follow my own destiny. And the father shared the property and gave his part to him. He went and spent it in discos, in nightclubs, following women, until the property was dissipated. He became so poor that he became a servant to a rich man who employed him to look after his pigs. And the food the pigs was eating was even better than the food he was eating. So sometimes he was tempted to eat the pig's food. And he said, no, I'll go back to my father. Even if you make me a servant to look after his sheep, I'll go back to my father. And when he went back to his father, what did his father do? His father welcomed him with open arms and slaughtered a fat cow for him. It is the same way our brothers and sisters who are lost, anytime they decide to come back home, like the father of the prodigal son, let's not drive them away. Let's welcome them into our fold. Elections are coming, and the political parties will be going round. In politics, a lot of people think that you just need to say anything, make any promises. The important thing is to persuade the people to vote for you. And so that's why some people say politics is a dirty game. But I say politics is not a game. Politics is a serious business. And it is a serious business for serious-minded people. You must enter politics or public office only because you think you can make a difference in the lives of the people. If you want to work for yourself and make money for yourself, then you must stay in the private sector. But if you want to serve the people, then politics is not a game and it's not dirty. One of the most important principles of politics or leadership is that you must be trusted by the people. And it's not only in politics at the national level, but even at the traditional level. The local traditional ruler here, Togbe, must be trusted by the people. If the people of Ehi do not trust their paramount chief, what will they do? They would destool him. Because chief must be just and fair and tell the truth all the time. So when the politicians come who just want to tell you what you want to hear, just tell them, Alakpatowo. Alakpai. Because they come and tell you sweet things so that they can convince you to vote for them. Once you vote for them, that's all. They disappear. Look at this community. Ehi. Ehi is a very important community because it's at the center of Ketu North. You pass here, you are going to Agbozomi. You pass here, you are going to Joje. You pass here, you are going to Penyi. And so, Ehi is like the pivot of Ketu North. And so if you develop Ehi, it is at the center and it connects all the other places. And that's why we're doing the roads, the WF road, and all the other roads. This government came and said all contractors should stop work. They want to investigate the contracts. And for how many years they left the roads? Anytime it's getting to elections, then they give the contractors a little money and say, go to the road and try and start doing something so that the people will vote for us. Alakpa. Ezu. As soon as elections are over, the contractor packs his things and goes away. I've just come from Ave. Before that, we were in other different constituencies. Everybody is complaining that since NDC left, all the projects, electrification, water, schools, health centers, chips compounds, everything has come to a standstill. In this area alone, we electrified almost 100 communities. There are other communities that were waiting for electricity, and this government came and stopped it. And since then, the people have been sleeping in darkness. But everybody knows that it's NDC that will come and invest in things that will transform the lives of the people. And so you can bet that by the grace of God, if we made a mistake in 2016, we made a mistake in 2020, there is no way we'll make a mistake in 2024. We cannot make a mistake the third time. Because our people say, first fool, no be fool. Second fool, no be fool. Third fool, nine be the big fool. And Ghanaians are not big fools. So we will not make a mistake this time. I am sure that on 7th December 2024, inshallah, by the grace of God, NDC will win the election and come back into office. And even though infrastructure will still be our focus, we will come, we will do the road projects, we will continue the electrification, we will continue the school infrastructure. But this time, in addition to infrastructure, our intention is to invest in things that will create job opportunities for our young people. And so I know that this area is a very good cassava producing area. And so if we invest in cassava processing factory in this area, it will create a lot of opportunities for our mothers and our sisters and our young people in this area. And that's why we are talking about farmer service centers and agro processing. We are going to empower you, especially the young people, to be entrepreneurs in agro processing. And so when we set up the factories, we're not going to do it in one district, one factory. We're going to look for the areas where they grow a staple crop, and then we'll provide the processing facilities in that area so that it will serve all the people, even if they spill over into another district. And so gari processing, we can process the cassava and produce cassava starch for export for the textile industries. We can produce cassava flour for the breweries, they use it for beer. We can provide cassava flour for the biscuit factories in the industrial area in Tema to produce biscuits. And all this will bring income into Ketu North so that it will empower our people and enrich our young people. We are going to invest to expand the rice irrigation project at Weta so that more young people who want to go into rice cultivation can go into it. But we're not only letting you go into rice cultivation, we'll provide the rice processing plants so that when you produce your rice, you take it there, they'll process it, you put it in your own bag, you call it Edem Agbana aromatic rice. Or honorable Aveji perfumed rice, whatever you want to call it. And we will brand it so that it can market and compete with the rice that is imported from outside. And we can even export under the African Continental Free Trade Area. We can export our local rice to Liberia, to Sierra Leone, other places under the African Continental Free Trade Area. And so the opportunities are many. And NDC is the party that will come and create the opportunity for us to take advantage of it. All our young people are finishing school, and employment has become difficult. There are young people who finished school 4 years ago, and they are still living in their parents' houses and being fed by their parents. That is not acceptable. But it's because some people came and deceived us. NDC was in government. I wouldn't say everything was perfect or Ghana was paradise, but at least we're able to make ends meet. Everybody do quack, 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 small, something come, you're able to feed yourself. Today if you do quack, 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 nothing. Quack, 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 nothing. And that's why the Statistical Services says 8 million of our people last year went without food for 1 day because they could not afford to buy food. That is not what the founder of our nation, President Kwame Nkrumah, dreamt about. By now, Kwame Nkrumah, looking at Ghana, should be turning around in his grave. And we can do better. And we would do better. But we will do better only if we send the elephant back into the bush. We must send the elephant back into the bush so that the NDC can come and take over and turn around the fortunes of this country. But they will not just go into the bush and stay there. We will ask them questions before we let them go to the bush. Because they must be accountable for their stewardship. We are not going to allow any clearing agents to clear them of accountability. We must hold them to account for their 8 years. And the only way they can be held to account is if the NDC comes into office. They deliberately want the vice president to come and succeed them so that he can cover up their backs. Ejapadia and all that, he will cover it. PDS and all that, he will cover it. SML and all that, he will cover it. The state capture and stealing of properties of Ghanaians, he will cover it all. But it won't happen. NDC will come and we will ask them questions. And anybody who has stolen the money of Ghanaians will be made to vomit it. Ezu, we have good news for our women. And as you've heard, we used to have a bank for women. It was a savings and loans company called Women's Wealth Banking, but it was a small organization. And so many of you might not have felt the effect. We have said that when we come, because of the role our women play in the economy of the family, we must empower them. It's our mothers who go to the market. It's our sisters who sell in the market. It's our mothers who travel and buy tomatoes and send to Aflao to sell. It is our mothers who go to Lome Asigame and buy things to come and sell. And when they make the money, they bring it home and look after our children. And so if you empower a woman, you empower the family. And that is why we must help our women. Right now, some of them need small capital, 1,000 Ghana cedis. And they don't have it. So they try to put 20 cedis, 20 cedis, 20 cedis aside with a Susu collector. One morning they'll wake up, Susu collector, Ejo. Am I right? Susu collector has run away with her money. And so we don't want that. And that's why we say we will form a women's bank. It will have offices in all the districts. When our mothers have 20 cedis, they'll go and put it there. When they have 10 cedis, they'll go and put it there. And the day they need 500 cedis or 1,000 cedis, they'll go to their own bank, ask for a loan at low interest rates, and they can use it for their trading and pay small until they finish paying. And that is what we call Asichaga Bona. Asichaga Egbona. Market money has come. Market capital has come. And it will empower the women of this country. For those of our young people who are still in school, I can promise you we're going to improve the free SHS. We're going to improve the feeding and quality of the food our children get. Because we're going to give the feeding grants directly to the schools to purchase the food. And the headmasters and the Beza will go to the local market and buy the beans from there. They'll buy the gari from there. They'll buy the yams from there. They'll buy the agbelima from there. The granite paste from there. And so our mothers selling in the market will also make money. And they'll bring that food to the school and give our children better quality food instead of the current situation. And then also we're going to abolish the obnoxious double track system. Our children must all go to school at the same time and vacate at the same time. We don't want our children to come and sit at home for 3 months. By the time they go back, they've forgotten everything they taught them. And some of our daughters get pregnant and destroy their lives completely. So we will finish the E-blocks. We'll continue the facilities in the existing secondary schools so that we can create more space for our children, so that all of them will go to school together and all of them will vacate together. And so, if they come round telling you that NDC is going to come and abolish free SHS, just say, oh, alakpato. And so, I'm not going to talk very much. Most people call me JM. I am standing for NDC for the presidential election. But we have 2 elections. We have the presidential and we have the parliamentary. And so I am standing for the presidential. And if you vote for me, you need to give me an MP so that I have a majority in parliament to be able to execute the programs that we have talked about. And that is why when you vote from JM, you must also vote for my little brother Edem to join me in Parliament. As I said, Edem is one of our young up-and-coming stars. Very good, very hardworking, very honest, and he's a worthy successor for Honorable Kluche Aveji. And so I'm going to present him to you. Traditionally, I'll raise his hand so that any Edem in the crowd who thinks I'm talking about him, it's not you, it's this one standing here. So I'll raise his hand so that you know that it's the Edem Agbana standing here, who is the parliamentary candidate for the NDC party in the 7th December 2024 parliamentary elections. So, on that day, take your voter's card, go early to your polling station, and when you cast your vote for JM, you cast your vote for Honorable Edem Agbana. All of us are going to be polling agents on that day. Even though the EC says we should have 2 polling agents each, we are going to have hundreds of polling agents. Because when you vote in the morning, you can go about your business. But when it's 5 o'clock, go to the polling station where you voted and go and stand and witness the count. It is allowed for you to go and witness the count. So at 5 o'clock, all of you go back to your polling stations and witness the count. When they finish counting, they will fill what they call the pink sheet with the results. And the law says that the returning officer must paste 1 copy of the pink sheet at the polling station. And so you must insist that the returning officer at the polling station, after he has filled the pink sheets, he must take glue and paste 1 of them at the polling station. When he has pasted it, I beg you, all of you, take your mobile phones, not your 1 CD, 2 CD mobile phone that somebody has promised you. Take your mobile phones and take a picture of the pink sheet for the record, so that tomorrow if somebody goes and changes the result of your polling station, we can say, Fiafito, Fiafito. So that will be your work on the day, so that we know exactly how much NDC got at your polling station. And so all of you are going to be polling agents on that day. So I want to thank you very much. Mauna Iramikata Akwenami.